comes up, and we are learning every day with the technology and the tools to work with it. So yeah, maybe I can show you. I don't want to do it too much because Leo will in like 2 or 3 minutes introduce the next video, youth ambassador videos. But let me just show you quickly what we have done together in the session before, for those who have just joined in or maybe didn't have the chance to look at it in detail. So you can see my screen now, hopefully. Leo, can you see it? Yes. So you can see all together we worked on, oh no, it's too big. I wanted to make it really small so you can see there's so many posts of, you know, what are our ideas of a vision for a better tomorrow. And I really love not only that I tried to sort it already a little bit, and we might have to do that in after the conference, but you can see already how colorful and how beautiful and how many ideas. And when you just tune into it and feel into it, you can see all the love and all the hope and all the joy in all these notes and post-its. I really love that, that kind of work. And I really love that you can already see in all the different colors and also sizes and different how many words are on one sheet, that we all did this together. You know, it's a really co-creation process, and I really love to see all the different names on there and how we will create only by thinking of it and planting the seeds in our minds and feeling as a joint force in this. We will definitely make that happen, at least step by step until we get there. So I'm really proud already of this part of the sessions today. And we will continue in the next session to create the same thing with our messages. But first, we have another beautiful session with the Youth Ambassador videos. So I hand it over to Leo for our next, I don't even know, 2 or 3 videos we're gonna see. 3, amazing.
Yes, amazing. Thank you, Dani, and welcome back, everybody. Also welcome everybody who's watching on Facebook. I hope you're enjoying it, and please remember also everybody on Facebook, you can click on the Zoom link and join us here in the Zoom room and be an active participant in this conference. And now we will have 3 more videos and speeches of our youth ambassadors, and I'm really excited to share these with you. First up is Patrick, who I can also see is in the call, so that's good. And Patrick has made a very special video about the gift of hope. And I will now share my screen so that you can first watch the video. Now you should see my screen. And then Patrick gets the word. So yes, let's watch Patrick's gift of hope.
I've been running through rain that I thought to never rain, trying to make it on faith in a struggle against the wind. I've seen the dark and the broken places, oh, but I know in my soul, no matter how bad it gets, I'll be alright. There's hope in front of me. There's light, I still see right. Their hands still holding me. Even when I don't believe it, I might be down, but I'm not it. There are better days ahead of me. Even after all I've seen, there's hope in front of me. Yeah. Hi, I'm Patrick. I'm originally from South Sudan, but I live in Uganda. And I wanted to tell you my story. When the war broke out in my hometown, I decided to join my parents in a village. One morning, I went to dig with my dad. Unfortunately, we were arrested by the rebel leaders. My relatives accused Dad of hiding a gun, which was a lie. We were taken to one of the army barracks about 21 miles away from our village. They started beating us. They started mistreating us. We were imprisoned in a hole that deep, filled with water, 2 meters. We were forced to construct houses for the rebel leaders in the barracks. They could beat us, they could give us to do a lot of heavy things. Since they said my dad cannot tell the truth, they decided to kill my dad. As soon as that first on, life became so hard for me. I could cry. I could do a lot of negative things to provoke the rebels so that they kill me, but they could not. The more negative things I do, the more they mistreat me bad. I could do a lot of things, but things were not working out for me. So many people approached to help me, but they could not. Till a friend who came and started singing for me the song that I sang in the beginning. He started singing for me a song. In 3 days of singing, I really realized I'm feeling some positive change in my life. I started saying, even if I don't know where mom is, where my siblings are, but there's going to be a time that I'll still see them, we'll still meet. And I started feeling and started realizing that I'm still strong and things will get to normal. So I was given a gift of hope in the form of a song, and the best way I can do is to pass it on. And music is the way to give gift of hope to others.
Thank you so much, Patrick, for sharing the gift of hope with us. And you can see a lot of people clapping. And now I want to hand over to you, Patrick, and tell us a little bit more.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
If you don't hear, you let me know. I cannot open my video because it consumes that, and the network is not all that perfect. So that's how I look in the video. I hope there's no worries. I've been running through rain that I thought to never end, trying to make it on faith in a struggle against the wind. I've seen a dark and a broken places, oh, but I know in my soul, no matter how it gets, I'll be alright. There's hope in front of me. There's light, I still see it. Their hands still holding me. Even when I don't believe it, I might be down, but I know that there are better days ahead of me. Even after all I've seen, there is hope in front of me. Have you really ever stayed in a hole dug 2 meters deep, filled with water for 48 hours? Will you imagine that carrying 8 guns, to carry 8 guns for about 21 miles? Do you really know the pain after losing someone you love, especially your father, and after separating with your loved ones and you don't know where they are? Have you ever really gone through a torture where they beat you, they mistreat you, they give you to do hard work? So it was not easy for me during that time. Till the song that I sang, it was released early in 2016 by Danny Goki. So a friend really helped me during my tough situation. Singing is an important thing. Music is a very important thing. So I was given that gift of hope in the names of a song. I really realized that music, it is an important thing when providing psychosocial support to someone who is going through mental health. When you sing, when you listen to music, you reduce the stress, the pain, the depression, and increases health, since we know most of our diseases, most of the illness are caused by stress. Music makes someone happier. It provides, it gives love, joy, and healing. So after all the situation that I went through, and the message I'm passing is that even if the situation is how hard, even if the situation you're in, it is beyond control, but just put in mind that there is always an after in every situation or in every circumstance. So that hope, I carried it on, and I couldn't, and I will not leave or see someone going through issues. So that's why I started what I can do best in my community. That's why we're still doing it. And I believe with the support from people who are in this Zoom call, we'll still make a better tomorrow. Everyone, I know everyone has the right to be able to live in harmony with themselves and their surroundings. The truth is, with excellent approach, we offer a great prospect. Thank you so much for listening. Let me hope you heard me well. Welcome.
I think you can see it in the chat. Everybody is so extremely touched by your beautiful voice and by your video and sharing your story with us. And I think you truly passed on the gift of hope to everybody who is watching today and who is participating in the conference. And I just want to open up also for questions. If someone has a question to Patrick, please raise your hand or write it in the chat. I'm just going to look if someone has raised their hand. And maybe I can just read some comments in the chat so far. Atim Kellin says, that's so wonderful. Keep strong, my brother, and be the light to others. Maintain the spirit. And Dani says, Patrick, such an amazing, powerful message. Everyone has the right to live in harmony with themselves and others. And then Khalil says, thank you, Patrick, for this amazing and very touching story. And you can read it in the chat. There's a lot more amazing comments. And we're very proud of you, of course, of all of you, about these amazing videos and really sharing with us the things that you went through and what you accomplished to overcome them. Patrick, do you want to say something more before we move on to the next youth ambassador?
I need also to appreciate that people send their comments. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes. Thank you so much for the comments, and also thank Ochai for the big role they are playing to inspire people to open that platform for you to express how they feel, and also encourage them to keep going. You know, this is not going to be the end. In even 100 years to come, still, this thing must continue with the support from everyone, from God and other things. I believe things work out well. And the youth, let's also be strong. So in everything that we might go through, all the challenges, so let's just put in mind, there is a life after every circumstance. If you have that hope, like I said, we have all the rights to be able to live in harmony with ourselves and with our surroundings. When we do the best approach or the best way, we can offer great prospects, great people who come actually who will change the world in the near future. So, thank you so much, and I appreciate it.
Patrick. I think that will be a new, very strong slogan. Maybe in your next campaign, we all have the right to live in harmony with ourselves and with others. And I know you will also be joining us later on the panel and talk a little bit about what you already do in your community. So we're really excited for that. That will happen in the late afternoon.
Yes, that's great. I'll be available.
Amazing. So that was Patrick, and now we will share the next video with you, and this will be Dalia's video. Dalia lives in Bethlehem, and she is working already very successfully as a business coach, and also has started her own startup that she will probably tell us a little bit more about, and that she will actually relaunch, I think, next week. So we're already wishing you the best of success for that. But first of all, we will watch your video and hear a little bit more about your story. And I will share my screen now with everybody again. So now you should be able to see it. And then let's start to watch Dalia's video.
Hello everyone, my name is Dalia. I'm 23 years old from Bethlehem, Palestine. My story started approximately 2 years ago when I graduated from Bethlehem University. That was the time when I started seeing the bad side of the unfair world we live in, because it was time for me to find a job and start my career life. I started working in an internship program as a business coach for small women cooperatives and productive groups. Through my visits to those women, I met dozens of young women who seek an opportunity to have their own source of income in order to have better life conditions, but it was never easy for them. In addition, I started getting deeper in the community and youth organizations and met a lot of young people, males and females, and started touching a real problem that the community faces, which is the really high unemployment rate among youth and university graduates. The unemployment rate among youth and labor force in Palestine stood at 24% at the end of 2019. Knowing this pushed me to start thinking about a way to help, a way to change and try to lower this rate. My first attempt was establishing a startup to help women in cooperatives and production groups to market their products, but it took a lot of time and effort from me and the founding team. But it was worth it because of the huge need of such project. Moreover, I started thinking that I can be more productive and can help youth in more ways. In partnership with a non-governmental organization called Ibtikar, we came up with the idea of Be the Change team. This team is now working on establishing a platform to help youth start their own social enterprises in order to involve more people in the community improvement and solving the problems. This will be done through several stages of training and mentoring. This initiative will help the community by solving the problems and will help the youth themselves by finding them a source of income. Doing this makes me feel that the coming years will be good and the community will be a better place to live if we youth started working more together and trying to fix the problems. At the end, we at Be the Change team use the sentence by Mahatma Gandhi that can be a life mission for each of us. Be the change you want to see in the world.
Yes, be the change that you want to see in the world. That's a very strong message to all of us, I think, and I want to give the word to Dalia so that she can tell us a little bit more about herself and her mission.
Thank you, Leo. First of all, I just want to say sorry about the bad quality of the video, but that's what I got. Actually, today I don't want to give a speech because I'm fed up hearing speeches about youth and the hypothetical and ideal way of them to live without seeing any real change in the world. And hearing a lot of speeches from decision makers without touchable changes on the ground got me here today. So I think and I believe that it's time for all of us to start the change and improve our reality and societies, because none of those who give speeches will do. So we shouldn't say that we can't start the change or we don't have enough resources, because each and every one of us can do a change, even if it was small. Sorry, even if it was small. But for me, the most precious resource for change is the human resource, is us, and in particular, youth. So I'm sure that we are luckier than others who couldn't attend today, because we are now empowering each other, and at the end of the day we will have a big family of empowered youth that has met a lot of other youth that can help each other. So if we make a network all together, we can make a change all over the world. So let's think again about our ability of being real change makers and start the good change for us first and for the future generations, and not bring them into bad societies and life conditions. That's all.
Thank you, Dalia. That's an amazing idea, to create a network for youth all over the world and empower each other. And I think that's what we've also been doing, hopefully, during this program. And now I want to say, does anybody have a question for Dalia? Then please raise your hand or write it in the chat. There's also a lot of comments already. Cora Lay, for example, says, always love that quote and appreciate this model of becoming self-sufficient against all odds. Thank you for sharing. And maybe I can ask a question if there's no other questions. And I know you will also be on the panel later to talk a little bit about your future actions that you're already taking part in. What was it actually that helped you to maybe, I know you have found a job against all odds, and I know you're now helping other people, and what has actually inspired you or helped you to be empowered in that way and yeah, move into this direction?
Actually, I think the biggest motivation for me was that I was lucky enough to be born in a very supportive family. And when I got out of the family, when I went to university and started working with other people, I was shocked by the reality of the bad reality of the society and the bad life conditions some people have in the society that I didn't hear about when I was younger. So the reality was a good motivation for me, and the need for change. And some of my friends didn't find a job till now. We have graduated 2 years ago, and till now they couldn't find a job, and that was another motivation for me.
Amazing. So actually also taking something hard and something that is not the way it should be, and changing it into motivation to be the change. That's really powerful, Dalia. And we have also one question in the chat from Valentine. If you actually had to become a business coach, if you did have support from War Child or some other program?
Actually, I've been a business coach since 2 years, since my graduation, but I have been having some workshops with War Child since half a year till now, and this gave me a lot of support, actually, especially with relaunching my project, which name is Miriam. Those who live in Palestine, maybe you can search it on Facebook and Instagram and you can find it. And I will be happy with your support by buying the products of Miriam, which is originally the products of women and small groups, small productive groups, especially for young ladies and women in particular.
Amazing. Maybe you can also write the name in the chat so everybody can really find it. And exactly, that was also the question from Coralie. And Moro Stephen has raised the hand and wants to maybe ask a question.
Yes, Dalia. Thank you very much for the amazing story and also the amazing program that you've been sharing with us. I really felt inspired because of what you're doing. I just have a simple question to ask. Like, what really made you stand out of it? Like, out of the attitude that people made towards you or towards the environment about you not really making it? Thank you.
I had a little bit problems understanding the question. Will it be possible that you write it in the chat and I read it out loud?
Okay.
Yes, okay.
I'll do that.
Thank you so much.
Okay, let me do that.
Okay, then we will wait for Moro Stephen's question to Dalia, and exactly, but I think generally we can also see, and Dalia, you should also read it in the chat, that everybody is so congratulating you. And Jules, for example, says your power and confidence is very inspiring to me. And I can just agree with that. And maybe I can quickly share in between for the youth ambassadors who have been in the Voice Your Mind program. Edith is right now also here and she has left a comment. She was your expert in storytelling. And she says, hi guys, I'm sad that I can't be with you today during the whole conference. Your videos and stories are so powerful. Your work is inspiring and will help many young people. Thank you with a heart. So that message I just want to pass on. And maybe we can do it like this. When now the question from Moro Stephen comes in the chat, then maybe Dalia, you can answer it in the chat, because we will move on to the next video. Give me one second to open it. Thank you so much, Dalia. I want to give you another applause.
Thank you so much.
And yes, just give me 1 second to open the next video, which we have received yesterday. And it is the video of Marah, who comes from Syria, but she lives in Berlin in Germany, so in my home country actually. And she has participated in our program in a little bit of a different way, because she actually, while we had the live sessions online, she was going to high school because she's preparing for her Abitur, which is the German graduation from high school. And this is also the topic that she is talking about in her video that we will show in a minute. And we're super happy, Marah, that you participated in the program, even though you had to do everything by yourself, watch the recordings, and you did it all the way through and shared this amazing video with us that I'm now going to share with you. So thank you for being here. We're very proud that you made it. And now I will share my screen again. Now you should see it. And let's watch Marah's video.
You are not good enough
You will not get to do your Abitur, your German skills suck, and. With these words, I had to fight every day in Germany. Let's turn the point to the start. With my parents and my three sisters, I arrived to Berlin on the 11/9/2015. The weather was cloudy, rainy, and bleak. Everything was new to me. The air, the sky, the buildings, everything. The government moved us to Leipzig. This is a state on the east, which is known for here resistance moves. You are not good enough. You will not get to do your Abitur. Your German skills suck. There, I started to visit the welcome class with my sister in the school to learn German. Just after 3 months, they moved me to the normal class with the German students to learn subjects like history and geography, which was really hard for me. But I gave my best. But the teachers there didn't care about that. They didn't care that I wasn't new here. You are not good enough. You will not get to do your Abitur. Your German skills suck. In the class, when I spoke someone wrongly, the teacher laughed at me. Yes, she laughed at me even though she knew that I wasn't new here. But I didn't give up. I didn't care about what she said. And I learned and I improved my language. I watched TV, I read books, because I want to be successful and because I believed in myself. You are not good enough. You will not get to do your Abitur. Your German skills suck. Let me mute this. I don't need these toxic words in my head anymore. After some months, we could move back to Berlin. Here in Berlin, I did my MSA. Now I am doing my Abitur and I will go to the university next year. I am also taking part in the Young Guide group in Ipsum. We prepare for a project creating a Facebook group about the importance of the mental health. After 5 years of working hard, I speak with German, I have friends, I experience new things every day. You are good enough. My appeal to you is, you don't have to be fluent in the same language to care about each other. When you see someone has problem in his life, be there and listen, because everyone has to know that we are strong enough to achieve our dreams. It doesn't matter what people say, what they don't, or what they want. You are the only one who decides about that, because you are the hero of your story. And as the hero of my story, I could give any motivation speech in the German language as well.
I personally would like to hear also your motivational speech in German. Let's do on another occasion. Congratulations on your amazing video. And Marah, I want to give the word to you to tell us a little bit more if you want.
Yes, first of all, thank you. And my message is that everyone has to believe in himself and not to hear or to the other people what they say or what they want, because when we start the first step, then this is actually a success, because nothing worth having comes easy. And the result of what I have experienced is that when we are mentally healthy, then we can achieve our dreams. And I think that everybody has to have this chance to explain about his feelings and to have this opportunity to explain about his problems, because when we share our problems and our feelings, these problems get more less, and we can achieve our dreams. And yes, it's really very, very important to hear people when they have problems and to be there for them and to support them. Yes.
Amazing, Marah. Thank you for sharing that. Everybody's clapping. I see Roman clapping, and I miss Joy and Valentine. And we have also some comments in the chat for you. For example, Rukwaya says, don't let negative people bring you down. You've come so far and you're going to go even further. Stay strong.
Thank you.
And then I think this is Lillian saying, well done, Marah. I like your energy. Patrick says, Marah, you're great. Well done. Namisio also says, well done. Ola Tom says, great work. Ina says, never give up and make your dreams come true. So there's a lot of comments that you can also read. Rosie says, keep yourself surrounded with positive, supportive people and just do it. And does anyone have a question for Marah that you want to ask? I actually have a question that I will start with. My question is, Marah, you said you will start university next year. What is your dream? What program do you want to study?
I think something in the health, so maybe in the hospital, doctors, nursing, or something like this.
That's really great. And we wish you the best of luck with that. And I know you will succeed. Dani also says you are amazing, or maybe Dani, you want to say something yourself?
She can read it or you can read it, but I see that Ola Tom also wants to say something or has a question. We cannot, yeah, now you.
Yeah, my question to Marah is, how did she manage to, I mean, do both the school and also do what she feels passionate about? How did she relate or integrate the two into her personal life? Thank you.
Could you understand that, Marah?
So the question is how I can manage between the school and about my own life and my own. Yes, I think it was really important to take this support from my family, from my sister, and I think the important thing was that I believed in myself, and I point out what I want. I point out my what is my goal, and I just start. And when you start, you can see this, see the results of your working hard. And when you see these results, you are more motivated, and you have this motivation to keep going and to keep working hard. Yes.
Yes, Rosie has a question.
Yes. How would you recommend a person who is like learning a new language and getting all these negative comments? Like, how would he or she respond? Do you have any tips or recommendations?
Yes, the question is how I react to this comment, or?
I mean, like, as we see you succeeded, you know, you get through this and you overcome it. So what is your tips for people going through all of this? Like, how can they react?
Maybe other people will be depressed. Maybe they will say, no, they are right. I will not be successful. I will not learn this language. And yes, but I thought this woman or this teacher, she doesn't know anything about me, and she is not the person who can say me what to do or what are my strengths. And I didn't listen to her and keep going what I believed in.
Well done. And let's see if we have more questions. I think Mauro Stephen has a question, but we would like to ask you to write it in the chat because we could not understand you very well earlier. And
Valentine just writes a really sweet comment also for Marah. I wish those people who were laughing at you or not believing in you were here now, so they see how not broken you are. And I would even add to that, they could see what a really strong and powerful woman you are, and probably even stronger than those, because it's never nice to not motivate others. So really beautiful. And Jules also wants to say something to that.
Yeah, I just wanted to actually just follow up on what Dani just said. Absolutely, if they could see you now, that would be very special. But also, I think we should go one step further and think of those people with compassion. You know, we shouldn't look at them saying, "Oh God, you know what idiot, and why did he or she said something?" But I think it'll be a really nice thing of us, you know, the youth ambassadors, if we try to take it a step further and think of those people with compassion, because they probably also they have reasons why they do things like this. You know, they might had had a terrible time too. So, and for you somehow, you know, you've become this amazing person, and I mean, it really, you know, is a huge success story. I'm so impressed, you know, by you going to study next year. So maybe I think it'll be a really cool thing if we just turn around this whole thing and just see it as something, okay, this happened, and I forgive those people. And I'm sure that you can do that because you have a huge heart.
Thank you very much. You're right.
Great. So Leo, we are finished with this part of the session, right?
Exactly. So just to end it up, thank you so much, Patrick, Dalia, and Marah. That was really amazing. And now we will move on exactly to the next session, and I give back to Dani for that.
Yeah, very shortly. Thank you, Leo, for doing this. You're an amazing host for these youth ambassadors and their videos. It's really great how you do that. Thank you so much.